Well, hi Sagittarius. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of your reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Sagittarius, let's find out what can you expect to come up in your life. Sagittarius. Okay. The overall energy of your reading is the Hermit. This is a card for Virgo, so Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, it's the energy. And the energy of the Hermit is seeking your path forward. So it's like the universe hears you. You have this nagging urge to move forward in your life, but you're not quite sure, how to go about it. So the Hermit's here, and I look all around the Hermit, and with the Hermit being the center or the overall energy of your reading, I have 4 cards attached to this Hermit that I am going to look at and pay special attention, because this is usually like something that you need to know from the universe. So, the Hermit surrounds your entire reading. The Queen of Swords is up in your highest energy. This is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, air sign. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, this is about seeking the truth. I mean, I think these are the 2 strongest energies in your entire reading. And it's like you've asked the universe. This is what you're doing. You're like, please tell me the truth. Please guide me. Please help me find my way forward. So with your guard up, you want to protect yourself in moving forward. Hermit's here. Glad the universe hears you, and they have things to say. One thing here, and part of your questioning, is you want love. You don't want love you don't want a cup of love that is already filled with something else, okay? You want real love. You don't want another failed relationship or one that's focused on someone in your life that's focused on something else is more important than you. I mean, it's like you're asking the universe how to move forward and find real love, not this confusing sort of tainted love relationships. Because of these previous experiences that you have had, the Judgment card is right next to the 7 of Cups. It's been a spiritual lesson. So the spiritual lesson, see, a lot of times we have to go through things to realize what it is that we really want. So it's all a learning experience. And that's why the Judgment card came out. Your guardian angels and spirit guides were there and are here, and they've been blowing this horn down on you. And you're awakening to a realization here of what you want, what you need from life. You're going to be more careful picking out your cups. The Page of Cups is right under the Queen of Swords. This is what you've been getting. So this is just another one of those cups. It's just another cup with something in it. That's all the Page of Cups is here. So you want, the Hermit is actually shining the lantern. They understand. They know that you've been through some rough relationships. And what they're saying here, because on the other side of the Hermit here is the Knight of Swords. They're saying take action. And this is part of your judgment. To take action. Go forth with your sword up in self-protection. Go forth and ask for the truth. Ask for the clarity. Keep asking and keep paying attention so that you don't get yourself into another relationship that will go wrong for whatever reasons. There's many, many different reasons going on here that could happen. That Ace of Swords is right under the Page of Cups. Now, this tells me now this is the truth. This is what, your sword is up. Your sword is up. Your sword is up. And with the Ace of Swords, it's all about truth and clarity. And it is about conversation. This conversation is going to be with people who make you offers. So somebody comes in and they want to make you an offer. Let's say go to coffee, okay? You know, I would accept it if you feel like accepting it. But ask the questions, okay? Always look for the truth and the clarity in a relationship. And that's like advice from the universe. If you want to find your fresh start, if you want to find your new beginning, your love, and your joy in life, under the Hermit card here now, the Sun, which is the best card probably in the whole deck, ask the truth. Seek the clarity about anyone that you have an interest in moving forward. Right under the Knight of Swords, yeah, pay attention. You don't want someone running in and out of your life. You want someone who's stable and secure. And I feel like there has been people who have run in and out. They might have brought joy with them, but then they leave. You know, they're flighty. It can be a player's card here with the Knight of Wands. They're not serious. Let me take out another card. So that's like temporary happiness there with the Knight of Wands. It does, you know, they usually don't last unless they change. Now, sometimes the Knight of Wands can change into the King of Wands, and if that happens, then they grow up more and they look at things differently. So let's see. Second part of this reading, Sagittarius. There you are, it's Temperance. Well, the Queen of Wands came out. Oh my goodness, something's changing here. Okay, wait. We got the Three of Wands, of Swords, up in your highest energy next to the Judgment card, next to the Emperor. And we're getting to the Emperor. But the Three of Swords is heartbreak. This is all part of your lesson, okay? Spiritual lessons are so difficult to get through, but you've learned. You've had the tears, you've cried, you know, it looks like there's been pain in your heart. There might have been a third-party situations included in some of these cups, or, you know, so you've been through it. You really have. But that helps you to learn. And this Three of Swords is next to the Emperor. This is a card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. More importantly, this is about, you know, being true to yourself. It's like, you know, holding on to your standards, all right? Holding on to your beliefs, being strong, being stubborn about being you. And so, you know, don't let somebody come in and like sway you from being you. You are very well liked. You're very well respected by others. You might be a leader in your profession. But the Emperor is, I think this is where you need to be. You need to, like, stay you. Don't let anybody try to change you or throw you off balance, or, you know, the right person, when they come in, you'll know it. Just stay true to you. And Temperance is right next to the Emperor. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides again. They're working really hard, and they're trying to keep you tempered, balanced. You know, you got one foot in the water of emotions, you got one foot on the ground. You need both your feet on the ground so you can make informed decisions and moving forward. And by having both your feet on the ground, you can be the Emperor. You can make those hard decisions, or they become easier because you don't compromise your own self for love. Love should accentuate your qualities about you and make you happy and make you feel good, not sad. Okay? So we have the Queen of Wands here, Sagittarius. This is your card. Wow. So, but, you know, having the Knight of Wands too, I think you're going to have this truthful and honest conversation. I think the Knight of Wands is coming back in. Male or female. They're all male or female. I think they're coming back in like they always do. And this time you're going to have that truthful and honest conversation. And it's going to be about a fresh start and a new beginning, whether or not that's what they want too. You're holding a wand of fresh starts and new beginnings. You're a very passionate person. And you do want to move forward. The Hermit, surround your entire reading. You need to find your path forward. Will you have this conversation? You've been up in your head. I think you're discovering that you are going to hold true to yourself and you want to move forward. Are they in or are they out? Okay? It's like been a hard decision to make. These swords are thoughts of truth and clarity, and they're going through your mind. And you know you either have to cut out this energy right here of the Knight of Wands, or maybe after this conversation things will change. And I kind of feel like they will change, because the Knight of Wands, and then I have the Queen of Wands. This is a different staff. It's not the same staff the Knight of Wands runs around with. So I have the Hierophant under Temperance and next to the Nine of Swords. It's like coming to terms with the idea that this might not work out. This might not lead to a solid, traditional type of relationship. It's very spiritual. This is a card for Taurus too, by the way. So Taurus might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But I feel like you've been in your head over this. Like you didn't feel like it was ever going to move this way. It's only good when they run in. It's not good when they run out. And you wondered, you know, do they have a third party? What's going on when they're not around? So you're just kind of staying true to yourself. You want to move forward. You're taking action by seeking the truth and the clarity here, because you know that this is only temporary. When the Knight of Wands runs in, the Sun is only temporary. And the Hermit is pointing this out. You want the Sun to stick around. You want that energy to stay around. And that would involve the Hierophant and the Emperor, you know, just being strong-willed. And the Emperor is very strong-willed. The Queen of Wands ready to move forward. Under the Queen of Wands, next to the Knight of Wands, is the Two of Wands. So this is holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. With one hand, and the other hand, you're holding a world, which is a new life cycle. Remember, you were looking for your path forward. So there you are, and you're wondering how this is going to go. How is this going to work out in the end after this conversation with whoever it is that runs in and out of your life? Well, they're coming back. I got the reunion card here, and it will be happy. It's going to end up pretty darn happy, it looks like. I think that they will mature. I think they're going to take a more mature look at this relationship. You need to explain that this cup of love is just not, doesn't feel like love, because, you know, you got that fish looking at you the whole time. That's tainted, okay? And it's selfish usually on the Knight of Wands end. So you're ready to move forward with or without them. And this reunion looks happy though. So they come back in. And you have this conversation which you're dreading, okay? To have this conversation. But it's something that needs to be done. You are at your wit's end here. And that's why you come to this conversation, because you're ready to move forward. Look at all those wands. Look at all those, you know, wands of fresh starts, new beginnings. And you're actually getting tired. I don't know how many times this Knight of Wands has run in and out, but I would guess by this card coming up, a lot more than once. So they come in. You're ready to move forward. You have this conversation, you know, about how good it feels when they're there and how bad it feels when they're gone. It's all a spiritual lesson. It's teaching you to be much more strong-willed about your happiness and your well-being. You're getting much more grounded because Temperance is here. And you're going to be able to have this conversation in a much more, in like a grounded way. It's like, okay, we need to talk because this isn't working for me the way this relationship is going, because I'm happy when you're here and I'm sad when you're gone. I can't live this way. So are you in or are you out? Because I need to move forward in my life. Wow. Let me take out one more card, Sagittarius, for this reading. No, I'm using the bottom card this time. That's right. So it's a Nine of Cups. That's a wish come true. That's a lot of love. You have a lot of love for this person, and you really hate to even have, that's why you're up in your head so much, because of your feelings for them. Because of all the joy they bring to you. And you know, you bring joy to them too. That's a two-way street. And I think without this conversation, it would just keep going the same way that it's been going. And I think this conversation is going to help get it back on track. And it's going to help it become more grounded and more stable. You might have a future, a long-term future with this person. That would be hard to believe in the first part of the reading. But I have the Nine of Cups that came out here as like a wish come true. You have a lot of love to offer. I think they're going to see that. And I think they're going to see how this makes you feel. So your judgment here, it really looks like speak your piece. You know, if they can't make you happy, or if they're not on the same page, or they want to just live a free life and you want more of a committed relationship, well, that's not meshing. And you will have to move forward to find that somebody who is on the same page with you. Wow. Sagittarius, this is your reading. Thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.